Hi friends, this is Suzy, your gaming guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 3314 in Candy Crush Saga, where we have 17 moves to collect 4 ingredients. If you find these videos helpful, I'd ask that you consider liking and subscribing. That in turn would really help me out. So this is a special dedication to Mary, who probably is not the first person to alert me to the fact that this level has changed, but she's the first person today. And I wanted to try to help her out by redoing this because, believe it or not, we used to have 60 moves and we now only have 17. So that's a huge shift. But whenever there's a huge shift like that, there's usually something to help us compensate. And there's actually a clue on this board as to what that is. We used to have 5 colors on this board. We used to have red on the board. Now we don't, except for this little wrapped candy right here. Here's the remnant of what this used to look like. So we don't have any red in the general mix, but we do have red down here, and normally that's tough when we have an orphan like that. But generally speaking, we're going to be making stripes or getting the stripes to come down from here in order to hit these wrapped candies. And this is actually another change to the board. We have striped candy dispensers. Okay, so I have to deal with this magic mixer because I don't want it to spew evil things out onto the board. For every 3 turns that I take that I don't strike it, it can injure me. It can throw things out that make my life more difficult. But if I can strike it 5 times, I can completely get rid of it. And when I do that, it also blows up with a little bit of force. So if I still have any of this 5 layers of frosting on the board, it'll take it down a layer. And I think it reaches even over to here. So, and here's the problem. It's these licorice. We have licorice on the board, and the licorice is designed to keep us from making things up here that can help down here. But of course, eventually we have to. If I can make a color bomb, no big deal. I can still use that even if this is enforced. But those stripes and wraps that I need, I'm going to have to clear these out. And every time I take out a licorice, no new licorice can form. But when I don't take out licorice, new licorice can drop down. And there's nothing to prevent it from dropping down, although there may be a 1 or a 2 turn delay that works as an advantage or disadvantage, because that delay can be on either end of, you know, I take one out and then the next turn it doesn't recognize that I've taken one out, and so it still drops it. I have to do it 2 in a row. That could be the negative part of it. Or the positive is I take it out and then it gives me an extra turn before it actually drops something down. Now, here's what I'm thinking I want to do. I want to try to make as much force on this board as possible, bring down as many stripes as I can, so that when I do start taking these out, I can take them out over and over and over, and really work on getting down here through the gaps that are left. But I think I want to work on this first. I think it's important. I'm not quite sure. Now, I might get a double hit on this, once for directly making a match against it, and then another for the stripe that hits it. And I don't mind using up my stripes here to get rid of this. So there we go. Oh, and we got a little bit of a boost. We got 3 hits on that. Now I can make a wrapped candy here, and I like wrapped candies, especially in combination with stripes, because instead of just hitting one of these licorice, it could hit more. But it's not designed easily to be paired up with a stripe, because it's going to land where the dispensers, you know, where there's a gutter here. And then also, I think I really just want to focus on this. I'm going to hit this again. Now I can't hit this, but it still isn't ready to injure me. Let's go ahead and do this just to see if it gives us some sort of advantage. There we go. So we got some nice cascading there. All right, now is when I want to try to create and bring down my stripes, and I haven't been paying attention. But oh, look what we've cleared out already. Just by that blast, I forgot. So I'm going to make use of it. I'm going to try to hit things while I go. Now this stripe didn't drop down directly because notice these are vertical and this is horizontal. See how we're getting 1? But it's nice we're only getting 1. And now this is a big benefit to me. I'm going to make a color bomb. I'm not going to be able to choose which color gets hit because this stripe is here. But that's a conservation of moves. I get to make and detonate a color bomb all in one move, and that's going to definitely affect what's here because we've got one of each color plus that bonus red. So let's do this and see what happens. There we go. Look at that. So 2 of those ingredients already done. Now I could go ahead and try to use this with one of these guys. I probably wouldn't come over here and do purple because I've already got the candies or the ingredients gone from there. I would probably do green. Or I could try to set this up with another special. But guess what? I like this opportunity to take out green. It's not going to blow anything up. It's just going to take off that licorice lock. But taking out green is going to concentrate everything else down and hopefully give me more things that I can use to attack. It wasn't spectacular, but now I've got that green going. Actually, because it would be easier to get this, I'm tempted to make this move to hit here. And that would, when it blows up, it would probably just kind of drain this down here. Actually, it's going to take this out entirely, so that would be good. But it's going to be harder to reach over here, so I'm tempted to come over here. And there are a couple of reasons it's going to be harder to reach over here. One is because it's all the way over to the side, or close to the side compared to this. And the other is because it looks like when these fill in, they fill in from left to right. And so every time I take it out, it's going to keep coming back. So I have to decide which one I think I'm going to go for. And I think I should probably go for this, because this will help this and take this out. Although it is tempting because I'll have a better shot at this, and then I'll open up this board more, and maybe I'll be able to make matches in here. Actually, I think I might. I might go for this. We'll see. This is an experiment. I'm going to make this move. We're going to blow things up. That takes that down. Oh, look at that. It was the best move. Going for that low-hanging fruit allowed me to reach over here just by that process of cascading. So that is my explanation and example of how I was able to beat this. I hope that it helped. If you have any questions, please put those below and I will do my best to respond as quickly as possible. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Bye-bye.